Hello everyone, welcome back to your channel Thakur's in Europe. I'm back with another video on the most demanded topic by everyone, which is PIT 37, PIT 11, PIT 36 and ITR in Poland. But before I start my video, let me thank everyone who have subscribed this channel so far. Uh, because and if you are also one of those who just simply take advantage, watch the video and just simply get your things done and move away, please, it is against the law of karma. So please, I request you, if you like, subscribe and share this video with others. It may help all those who have not got the benefit so far. I have heard so many people who are staying here for 4 years, 5 years, and when they file, when they pay some 300, 400 zlotys to someone, and in return they don't even get 500 zloty in ITR return. So I hope this video will help you today to get a very good amount of of return. And if you have any question, you can feel free to ask by putting in the comments below, or we have an official WhatsApp group of this channel, which is by the name of Indians in Poland Unity. It has more than 600 people by now, and most of the peoples have joined either through the contact or somebody has put in the video below, and I have added them and their request. So and that is the only authentic WhatsApp group. We don't have any other branch. I don't There had been so many small groups originated from my group, but still I will say that this is the only authentic WhatsApp group where I am available to answer all your queries. And I don't say that you believe me, believe the links which I share in the video, so that you get the right information, right set of information. And at the same time, just follow the instructions, and PIT is a very easy and special process. As you know, the purpose of this channel is just only two. Number one, to provide you one-stop solution for almost every topic you need, which can help you make your life easier in Poland. And second, collect beautiful memories with the friends who are here in the same journey, and this will make life simpler for everyone. So I really earn enough, and I'm filing ITR, PIT myself, and I have done it already today. So I thought this is a topic which I should share with you. So you can imagine, I don't need anything from the YouTube. I don't have any expectations from it. It's just that if you share, like, subscribe, it will reach to the more people and it will help more people. That's the only intention, and that is why I say, please feel free to connect with me through my group and through the channel, and let's help each other and let's make life simpler for everyone. So let's start the video on the topic, which is PIT 11, PIT 36, and ITR. So what is basically, so I'm going to just share a screen with you so that you get to know the topic slide which I have prepared while filing my ITR return for you. So here you see types of taxes in Poland. So briefly, I'm going to tell you what are the types of taxes in Poland that you pay. So you can see here in the Polish tax system, there are direct taxes like personal income tax, corporate income tax, inheritance and donation tax, tax on civil transactions, agriculture tax, forex tax, property tax, and then tax on means of transport, tonnage tax, mineral extraction tax, flat rate tax on the value of sole production, and the other indirect taxes like on goods and services, VAT, excise tax, and gaming tax. This is just to give you. There are a lot of tax like every other country has. But now, before I start, I just want to tell you, please like, share, and subscribe this channel so that it reaches to a larger audience and help them in their journey. And it's free. All the information provided in the video are based on tax portal, which is podarchy.gov.pl. That's why I said, don't believe me, believe this link, because it is from the government. And channel in no way is responsible for any changes in law. Please refer to the portal for tax, for this tax session, and for any latest changes in law, please refer to the link only. This channel do not help in getting jobs or charge anything for supporting expats or providing any information. If you come across anyone who claim to be seeking money, please do not pay anything, as sole purpose of this channel is to help and support expats community from India and now all over the world, because this topic is global, which everybody who is in Poland, this may be essential for them, and freeze beautiful memories while traveling the world. So let's help and support each other to make the world more beautiful. And here I start my video on the difference in NIP and PESEL. So one of my other friends from the group asked some time back that what is the difference between NIP and PESEL. So starting from June 2021, the Polish personal identification number is called PESEL. This will be the only correct identification number for tax purposes of individuals, and Polish tax identification number, which is NIP, will be used by VAT registered taxpayers and enterprises only. And like you have in India, You have Ministry of External Affairs, MEA, where you can go and simply click on the link, put the company details, and you get all the details. Same way you have here this particular link which you can refer, and in this link you can put the company name, which is VAT register or enterprise, and you will get details of the company. So NIP is basically for the commercial or enterprise level activity, which is VAT registered, and PESEL is for your personal identification number. And then brutto is the amount before all taxation, while netto is the amount after taxes, which includes social insurance and PIT. And this is another link which I have shared in the description below, which you can refer for calculating your gross and in-hand salary. This is from the government. This is not from me. So as I said, don't believe me, believe the link, because it has the correct information from the government. And I will talk about creative rights for creative work exception. So many of the people who are into development, testing, or some of the constructed or creative works, they have additional tax benefit in Poland, which is called creative right work exception. For this, you submit request to the managers every month, and then they do this. They send you the approval, and after that you get some additional tax benefit in the Poland. Okay, so now let's start the further discussion on this topic. Okay, so let's understand what is PIT 11, 36, 37, and relevance to the Indian ITR system. So PIT 11 is just similar to the Form 16 that we get in India from the employer, because they deduct the tax based on the declaration for entire year, and they submit you a receipt, which is Form 16. Similar way here we have PIT 11, which is basically the statement of the deductions that has been done by your employer based on your declaration, and it has information about your salary. So basically you are provided this by employer, but even if you have not got from the employer, it's perfectly fine, because when you log into the e-portal or e-tax portal, it is already there, and whatever details, and let's say you have changed two employers, then both have the employer's details and your tax details, everything is already updated in e-tax. And that is the beauty of Polish income tax system portal, because I must say it is much easier, much simpler and user friendly, which anybody can refer and file ITR themselves. As I said, I met some people, and I was surprised that many people do not take ITR return, but today you will see the magic. So in my case, if you remember from my previous video, I changed the employer. So I was waiting for PIT 11 from current and previous employer, because I was under impression that these both the forms will be needed to file an ITR, but it is not true. And now, as I have both the forms with me, I'm all set to file income tax return like we do in India, which is almost a mandatory requirement for all the earners in the financial year with PIT 11. So obviously PIT 11 you get from the employer, but even if you don't get, you should have it already updated in your income tax portal, which I'm going to show you in some time. Now, before we move, now we know what is PIT 11. PIT 11 is similar to Form 16 in India, but what is PIT 36? PIT 36 form is personal income tax 36 form, is basically a simple form which must be filled and sent to e-tax office when you have source of income from outside Poland. As most of the expats do not fall in this category, I will skip more discussion on this topic. But process is same for e-tax portal, so you just have to go to e-tax portal. There's an option of PIT 36. Just click on that, fill in the information, very basic information, and then you can. For in most of our the expats, they generally work in Poland. They earn from here and send to their countries. But I have seen very rare scenario where people from other countries bring money in India. Sorry, in the Poland. So that's why I'm skipping this topic. But if you want, you can put in the description, and I can share the information on this topic as well. And PIT 37 is the form that we need to file as an individual taxpayer or as joint declaration with spouse, if earning or non-earning, but better for good income tax return. Why I'm saying this? Because PIT 37 is similar to the income tax return form that we have in India for individual taxpayers. And that is the place, that is the time where we get the amount that we have paid back to our account. Now, why it is important to file joint tax declaration? I will show you the magic in some time. Okay. So let's move on to the next slide. And I have taken this screenshot today while submitting it. So I have already done, and I'm very happy with the return that I'm getting by default. And I did not make much experiment, but still it is a good return. And I have also done this for two of my friends, and it went good. So what is needed before starting to file EPIT or income tax return? So basically, you should first if you have PIT 11, it's very good because you will have one information handy, because I have tried some third-party applications also thinking that it will be complicated. Before I didn't know about the government portal, but now since I have already filed, I know the government portal is very very easy. So I will not suggest anybody to use any third party portal. Rather go to the government portal and do it yourself. Now consolidate all the expenses for entire financial year, like internet, any rehabilitation expenses, internet interest paid to the home loan, or I will be describing this further in the video, but keep this information ready so that it doesn't take much time, because it will hardly take 5 to 10 minutes for you to do this activity. Now, most important is creating the trust profile. You must have trust profile created. If you do not have, as a expats, I know there are only two ways for expats. Number one, you go for the either open a bank account which supports the trusted profile. Number two, if you don't have the bank, well, for example, I have a bank which doesn't support the trusted profile, so you have to go to Orzad Miasta, and from there you get the trusted profile created. If you need further update, put in the comments. I will add another video on how to create trusted profile, but I have tried all the ways like video option or other options, but it didn't work for expats. For local, for Polish, it is possible. PR holder is possible, but for expats we only have two ways. Number one, go to the Orzad Miasta. Number two, go to the open a bank account which supports the trusted profile. Now once you have trusted profile ready, next step is go to this link, which is podatki.gov.pl, and when you go there you should see a window like this. So there are, as I said, there are several other portals too, but you can directly submit using government portal by trusted profile. This is the easiest thing I could find compared to others. You just click on this e-tax office login. Then a lot of people have been asking me question about income tax in Poland. Now this is a very clear straightforward answer. As I said, don't believe me, you don't have to believe me, but when you log into the portal, this is the first window you see where it describes about the reduction of the personal income tax. How it is, let me summarize. So for income up to 30,000 zloty per annum, there's no tax at all. I'm very confident and very clear on that. And as I said, this is the authentic information from the government portal, not from me. Okay. Now, no tax for students up to the age of 26 years. So there is an amount around 85,000 something, which I will describe later in the video. So if you're a 26-year-old and if your income is 85,000 and below, you don't have to pay taxes. That is the best thing I got to know, but obviously I don't fall in this category. I've crossed that age limit. But yes, PIT 37. So let's say if you are a student, you have been earning, but your employer had deducted tax, then also you can submit this PIT 37 form and you can take the refund entire amount. I know a person today. He submitted the income tax return, and he got his tax was zero actually, because he got his entire amount back. Though his situation is different, but somewhat I can say that you can take the entire amount back as well if you are eligible. Then third category is 1,20,000 zloty and above. Your income is up to 1,20,000. Then the tax is only 12%. Okay, and if your income is more than 1,20,000 zlotys per annum, then whatever is the excess amount after 1,20,000 zloty, you'll be paying only 32% is the standard tax on that. For example, your salary is 1,50,000 zloty, then up to 1,20,000 you'll be paying 12%, and remaining 30,000 zlotys will be 32%. And but to save this amount, what you can do is, let's say if your wife is earning very less or not at all working, so her income is zero, so you can file joint declaration with the spouse, which I strongly recommend for the good return. So in this case, up to the amount of 2,40,000 means 120 income for your wife, 120 for you, so total 12% tax only you will be paying for this amount. So this is a very very good thing, and I will show you the magic in next slide how it helped me, because I was really scared when I saw that I had a due of 1,710 zlotys, which I was supposed to pay to the government. But then when I changed this, everything changed. So let's move on to the next slide. I hope this is clear till this point. So, okay, next. So when you log into this portal, you get a window like this. Since most of, as I have been here only 1 year, and many of the, probably out of 680% people are those who are within 1 year. So I believe most of us has to do this step as a first timer of income tax declarant. So first thing you have to do is go to the now you log into this portal, then click on this tax micro account. When you click on that, there is a number generated here which I have hidden. Obviously it's my personal information, but this micro account number needs to be generated for the first timers. Once you have submitted that, or once this number is generated, next step I suggest is click on your data. Why? Because you are a first timer, so many of the details you would not have updated. When you click on update data, you can fill in your email ID details, phone number details, bank account details, something like this. So this is done in the form of ZAP3 form. So ZAP3 form is nothing. It's just that it has your current address details. If it is not there, please fill it. Contact details and personal account bank details where you will be getting your refund back. And once you're done, this ZAP3 is completed, then you can move to the next step. Now, when you move to the next step, you have to uh, just click on this services, and there you can submit the formula. But before that, I want to show you what kind of reliefs we are entitled for. As I said, in the description below, you will have this link where you can calculate your salary in Poland as per the government portal. And what here are the benefits or exemption in the tax you can claim. But don't forget to enable your contact detail, bank account details before filing ITR. So here, relief for young people, as I have already explained, 26 years and below, up to the 85,000, you don't have to pay taxes. uh, Discount for families 4 plus. So if you have children, you can submit here the children details, and you are entitled for additional around 1100 something zloty maximum for the family benefit. And depending on the number of children, you can take the rebate. It is automatically show. I am not going to tell you how much it will show. When you fill this information, it will automatically calculate based on the month, like 4 months, 6 months, 12 months you're claiming, and it will show you the amount. Relief for return is not something which is applicable for us, as more I assume most of the people who are here less than 1 year, who are non-Polish, who are expats, because this is for the people who hold PR here, or either who are the returnees of Poland citizens. For example, you are Polish citizen, you went to USA, and now you're returning. So this return is applicable for those. So in our case, it is not applicable. And obviously relief for working pensioners, as most of the people are either blue collar, white collar job holders. So the I don't think we are young, so we don't fall in this category. But yes, these are the reliefs you can claim. Now let's start. So now you have to click on services, and when you click on your services, go to your EPIT. When you click on that, you get this window, something like this. It will take some time to download all your documents automatically. You don't have to do. And as I have explained already in the beginning of the video, uh, here is the window with text talks about the various kind of tax exemptions, benefit, and everything you have. Now, when the document is downloaded, you should see something like this. So it will, so you have so now, as I was explaining earlier, that PIT 36 is required when you have revenue earned from abroad. And as I have explained, no need to go by the video only, just see, it is very clearly explained here. Change to PIT 36, you can submit PIT 36. In my case, I don't have any revenue from the abroad, so not applicable. And I think most of us fall in the same category. Now, your PIT, and you should see a window like this. Your EPIT 37 for year 2022. Settle your tax individually, together with spouse, and as a single parent. Why single parent? Some people are like single parents, so you can use this option. Now, mine is by default selected individually. And when I go scroll down, it shows me. Why it's showing me two documents? Because I changed my employer. I had two employers. So two documents means two PIT 11s are there. And that is the reason I'm getting this option. Now, most important and scary thing, here is the income details, and here is the children detail, which is zero for now because nothing has been submitted. And here is the amount of tax which I was costing. And here you can see the scary part, because I'm submitting as an individual. So I was supposed to pay 1710 PLN to the government because based on this calculation. Now you have two ways to submit ITR. Number one, simply click on accept and send here. Here, if you click on accept and send, it will submit. It is just one step process. That's all. Just imagine how it is, how easy it is. You don't have to fill anything else. But now, what I did, because obviously 1710 is a huge amount for a salary, which is very less for me. So I went to the next slide, and I made this change. So I will click on together with spouse, because most of us are married. I'm sorry for the bachelors. If you don't have a partner, please find soon, so that you can get the benefit. And those couples who do not have children, plan the children so that you can get the benefit of this. Okay. Not single parent, but even with a couple, you can get the benefit of the children. So next, now when you click on this option together with spouse, you should see a window like this, and you can click on confirm, because it is asking you to submit your spouse details. See, do you want to settle tax together with your spouse? If you change the tax agreement, you will lose your working copy data. So don't forget to save the information. And as I said, change to PIT 36 is not applicable in our case. Now next, here you will enter your spouse details, your PESEL number of the spouse, date of birth, revenue in 2021. I believe in 2021 most of the my group members are not there, but if your partner had some income, you can put it here. If it doesn't, then at least mention zero, because it must have some value. And same way revenue for 2022 for my partner, because she's not working, so it is 0. But if you have any, you can put it here. It will auto calculate the tax. And then you can click on the option log your spouse in. When you click on that, it should show you a window like this, where it says the amount of overpayment to pay according to PIT for 2021. Obviously, in my case, it doesn't apply, but if you had any, you can put the amount. So I'll put 0 and move to next. Now, just imagine, I just made with this change individually to together with saw. And just see, I did not do anything. It is simply I just selected this option and added my spouse details, and you can see the magic. It came from negative to positive. So here it is positive now. Means I'm supposed to get a good amount of return now. Now also it's your choice. If you don't want to use too much brain, simply click on accept and send. That's all. So I told you two ways to submit. First, whatever you see, accept and send, ITR return is done. Second, uh, whatever you, if you fill all these details together with spouse, you can save some amount of taxes, and that's all. So ITR return is done. But in our case, we have some more opportunities to save some more amount. So we'll put next. And here we can click on other discount for children, so if you have a children, then you can add the children details by clicking on edit data in the same page, and then this option. So, and yeah, if you have, let's say, other reliefs also, if you scroll down, there are a lot many options like this: exempt income, rehabilitation relief. Suppose you had some injury, if there was a rehabilitation, or there's a wheelchair expenses or anything like this. If you scroll, there are a lot many options, but I did not decide to get into it, because in my case only children benefit and spouse, two are applicable, and then internet relief comes the next. So let's move next. So here, internet relief, you can click on edit data in the same page. So whenever you fill information, click on back to PIT 37, and then you get this information, click on edit. And this you can claim only once in 2 years. And if both the husband and wife working, then you can claim for both, but one this year and one next year, or maybe both you can claim this year only. But the maximum limit is 760 zloty. You cannot cross that. So see your internet usage, and if you put 760 zloty, obviously they don't ask you to submit any bill here, but 760 zloty is the maximum limit, and for your spouse also you can submit here. In my case, I only have one, because my wife is not working, so 760 zloty is the only I could claim. Okay, and maybe next year when I have to claim, I can claim on her behalf 760 zloty again next year. So as I said, one person, one relief in 2 years. So this year I claim myself, next year I can claim on my name. So like that you can do. And there is something called public benefit organization. This is a very important information, because a lot of the people here, a lot of there are charitable organizations and people who we have which has some medical situations. So government allow you to deduct 1.5% of your total tax amount to these people for their help, and it is not a burden on you, because your tax amount doesn't change because of this. It's just that somebody will get help as per your volunteership. So I'll show you next. And here you enter the children's PESEL number. For me, my case, it was 12 months. In your case, if you have been here for 6 months, 7 months, 8 months, you can put in details, and you can click on I want to add relief, and then you should see something like this. And when you, it should automatically calculate. Okay, and this is just a warning for the people with the higher income, because in my case, when I am settling the joint taxation, then this amount is obviously below 1112,000, and I think most of us are eligible for this, at least this financial year. Okay, now once you submit this, automatically you will get a window like this, which says the amount, PESEL, number of month, and the amount. This is the maximum amount you can claim for children per children. So two children means more amount. Okay. Now, after submitting this, I get this amount as a final calculation, and it is automatically. So so what all four things I covered: one, joint taxation; number two, claim for the children; and number three, claim for the internet. Only three things exemptions. I have claimed nothing else. And this is the amount which comes. Now also I have a choice. I can simply click on accept and send, and we are done. So this video is not lengthy. You can skip at any level, but yes, I'm telling you what are the ways which I did. And then in the last, there is this facility which is called select an organization. So you also have an option to donate, as I said earlier, 1.5% to tax organization. Like in my case, I donated to one of my friend's mom who needs this for medical support due to sickness. And if you would like, you can also do the same. Details are given in the description below, or you can click on select an organization and add this KRS number so that she gets the help. and this is medical help. Okay, for example, some syndromes or something is there which for which there's a huge expense on medical. So here government provide the benefit and they are registered. So if you put this KRS number, you should get a window like this. Here, when you click on select an organization, then you get an option here, enter the KRS number here, 000 or whatever I've given the previous slide, and then automatically the amount will come, which is 1.5% of the tax. And this is her name, Daria Mishna, and that you can put I agree and confirm, and that's all. So when you do that, now you're 100% ready to submit the tax return. So you can click on accept and send, and you should get a window an error like this. Why? Because obviously you have entered your spouse details. So no need to panic. Simple, because it is just asking your spouse address, because your address is already with the income tax, but this is not with them. So you can put in details like Polska, Malopolski, M Krakow, Krakow, address, street, वगैरह वगैरह. Now you get a window like this. Congratulations, you have submitted your so congratulations, as finally, yeah, if you submit ITR, and for most of us whose spouse is not working or have less income, this condition is really helpful to save a lot of amount. And uh, as I said, this is the simplest process. I hope you like the video. Please like and subscribe, and especially add comments if you really feel this video has been useful, because I'm pretty sure this is going to be more useful video like how to change the job. As I don't I don't do promotion because I need more subscriber or more views or anything, because as I said, I earn enough. I'm an IT professional, and I don't have this is such a small amount which doesn't actually motivate me for anything. But why I do this? Because it helps people simplify their life, especially when they're not aware. And I'm sure after watching this video, you should be able to submit your ITR without any hesitation. And if you don't want to use too much brain, too much risk, simply click on joint taxation with spouse, click on accept, select this organization charity if you want, and click on submit. That's all. If you do these 3 4 steps, you can submit easily. Still, you will get a very good amount as a return. So now, okay, so I see I have 2 minutes, so I will have to wrap this up in Hindi. As I explained earlier, internet relief, and then I explained, yeah, so if people who are below the age of 26, their threshold is 85,528, and if they are paid, this is called youth relief. And if you have your employer has charged this tax, you can take this back in your ITR return. So. Thank you very much for watching till this place. And at last, most important thing is this when this is submitted, you should see an option called download UPO. This is an amount, this is a form which you need to download and submit to the income to the transportation office, where you are opting for the monthly transportation pass. I'm not sure about the amount. I think 250 zloty is per month, but after submitting this, you should get this pass in 80 zloty per month. But I will make a separate video on this topic because I have not got the pass yet. So as soon as I get the pass, I will make a short video on this topic. But please download this file, download UPO, this particular file, and then keep it saved so that it can help you in getting the discounted pass. So I'm 100% sure that this video must have made your life easy, and you must be happy, smiling, and I think I deserve a like. And if you have not subscribed, then please subscribe. It's free. Let's enjoy a holiday after income tax return and meet for a treat in Krakow. So I'm going to continue this video for the people who doesn't understand English, and the rest of you. Thank you so much for joining. Thank you so much for listening till the end. If you have not subscribed, please subscribe and share this with your friends so that it can help them achieve this good return amount. And please stay in touch and let me know if you have any question in the video, and feedbacks are most welcome. Thank you so much. Have a good day. नमस्कार दोस्तों, मेरा नाम धीरज है और मैं हिंदी वर्जन अब स्टार्ट कर रहा हूँ इस वीडियो का, जिसमें तो जिन लोगों ने इंग्लिश में वीडियो देख लिया और उनको समझ आ गया है, तो आप यहाँ पर डिसकंटिन्यू कर सकते हैं, बिकॉज ये उन लोगों के लिए जिनको हिंदी नहीं आती है, सॉरी इंग्लिश नहीं आती है, तो उनको हिंदी में मैं एक्सप्लेन कर रहा हूँ आईटीआर प्रोसेस। तो देखिए, ये पोलैंड में कुछ प्रकार के टैक्सेस है जो मैंने यहाँ पर समराइज किए हैं। ऑब्वियस सी बात है, ये सारे टैक्स हमारे मतलब के तो नहीं है एज अ इंडिविजुअल टैक्स पेयर। तो इसलिए हम ज़्यादा बात करेंगे पर्सनल इनकम टैक्स पीआईटी की, जो अभी हॉटेस्ट टॉपिक है, क्योंकि हमारे पास 30 अप्रैल लास्ट डेट है इसको सबमिट करने का। सो इसको करने के लिए इससे पहले मैं आप लोगों को कुछ बताना चाहता हूँ कि जो ये चैनल है, प्लीज़ इसको लाइक शेयर एंड सब्सक्राइब कीजिए, ताकि ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा लोगों तक पहुँचे और उनके काम आ सके। ठीक है, और जो भी वीडियो में इन्फॉर्मेशन दी है उसके लिए आपको मेरे को बिलीव करने की ज़रूरत नहीं है, बट ये जो लिंक है गवर्नमेंट की तरफ से है, puratki.gov.pl एंड टैक्स पोर्टल जो है, और इस पे आपको सारा इन्फॉर्मेशन जो है लेटेस्ट मिलता है। तो अगर कोई भी इन्फॉर्मेशन चेंज होता है गवर्नमेंट की तरफ से तो उसके लिए चैनल रिस्पॉन्सिबल नहीं है, इसलिए आप लेटेस्ट अपडेट के लिए तो यहाँ पर चेक कीजिए। और साथ में ये चैनल जो है किसी भी प्रकार के जॉब्स या दिलाने में मदद नहीं करता है, ना ही कोई चार्ज करता है। एक्सपर्ट्स को सपोर्ट करने के लिए ये फ्री सर्विस है, सेल्फलेस सर्विस है। इतने सारे ग्रुप जो हमारा ऑफिशियल व्हाट्सएप ग्रुप बना है ठाकुर सीनियर यूरोप का, उससे इतने सारे इवॉल्व छोटे छोटे ग्रुप्स हुए हैं। बट एज आई से आई डोंट टेक authenticity or guarantee of all those groups. I am only limited to this Thakur Senior Europe official channel, which is Indians in Poland Unity, and that is the only authentic group I know, because whatever information I share and monitor and all the admins who are the part of it, they provide you information। वो आपको information जो देते हैं वो सारा validated होता है, experienced होता है, और साथ में आपको जो लिंक है वो सारा हम लोग यहाँ डिस्क्रिप्शन में भी देते हैं, तो आप प्लीज़ इसे वेरीफाई कीजिए। और चलिए एक दूसरे को हेल्प करते हैं और इस कम्युनिटी को और सपोर्टिव एंड जो एक्सपर्ट्स कम्युनिटी है, जो अपनी इंडियन कम्युनिटी है, उसको और बेटर बनाते हैं और सबके लिए जो चीज़ें हैं बहुत आसान करते हैं। और इसी इंटेंशन के साथ ये चैनल बनाया है, इसी इंटेंशन के साथ मैंने व्हाट्सएप ग्रुप बनाया है। एंड देयर इज़ नो हिडन एजेंडा, देयर इज़ नो, आई अर्न इनफ, आई गेट इनफ सैलरी, सो मुझे इन सब चीज़ों की ज़रूरत नहीं है। ठीक है, तो आगे बढ़ते हैं इस पे। और हाँ, जो मैंने बताया यूट्यूब चैनल का दो ही पर्पस था। एक था आपका ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा लोगों से जुड़ना, और दूसरा था ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा मेमोरीज को कलेक्ट करना। तो देखिए, आपको इनकम टैक्स सबमिट करने के लिए मैं बहुत शॉर्ट में बता रहा हूँ कि सीधा सीधा आप जाइए, और उससे पहले आपको ये समझना जरूरी है कि निप और पैसल में क्या जरूरत है। पैसल हर किसी इंडिविजुअल टैक्स पेयर के लिए है, ठीक है, जो नौकरी करते हैं। और निप जो है उन लोगों के लिए है जो एंटरप्राइज बिजनेस करते हैं या वैट रजिस्टर्ड टैक्स पेयर्स है, उनके लिए होता है। जैसे इंडिया में मिनिस्ट्री ऑफ एक्सटर्नल अफेयर्स की साइट होती है, वैसे ही यहाँ पर ये वाली साइट है जहाँ जाके आप कंपनी की ऑथेंटिसिटी चेक कर सकते हैं। और उसके बाद मैंने डिस्क्रिप्शन में नीचे ब्रूटो जो आपका सैलरी कैलकुलेटर दिया हुआ है जो गवर्नमेंट की तरफ से है, उसमें आप अपनी इंफॉर्मेशन जो है सारी क्या लेटेस्ट सैलरी कैलकुलेशन है टैक्स के हिसाब से, वो सब वेरीफाई करते हैं। और क्रिएटिव राइट्स एक स्पेशल बेनिफिट है जो क्रिएटिव जॉब्स के लिए दी जाती है, जैसे टेस्टर्स है, डेवलपर्स है, इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर इंजीनियर्स है, आर्किटेक्ट्स हैं, इन लोगों को स्पेशल बेनिफिट मिलता है टैक्स में, तो उसको बोलते हैं क्रिएटिव राइट्स बेनिफिट। उससे पहले हम उसके बाद हम समझते हैं कि PIT 11, 36, 37 क्या है, और इसको थोड़ा सा रिलेवेट करते हैं हम इंडियन ITR सिस्टम से। तो जब इंडिया में आपको एम्प्लॉयर जो है फॉर्म 16 देता है, उसी तरह से यहाँ पर PIT 11 दिया जाता है, जिसमें आपके टैक्स डिटेल आपके डिक्लेरेशन के हिसाब से पूरे साल की होती है। और उसके बाद तो और इसमें क्योंकि मैंने एम्प्लॉयर चेंज किया था इस साल, दो एम्प्लॉयर, तो मेरे पास दो PIT 11 थे, और मैं उसी का वेट कर रहा था कि जैसे ही PIT 11 आएगा तभी मैं सबमिशन करूंगा। और वो आ चुका है, लेकिन एक्चुअल में इसकी जरूरत नहीं पड़ती, वो मुझे पता चला जब मैं फाइल करने गया था। क्योंकि जब आप उस वेबसाइट पे लॉगिन करोगे और वहां पर ऑटोमेटिकली सारा इन्फॉर्मेशन पूरे साल का जो टैक्स कटा है वो सब आपका डाउनलोड हो जाएगा। पिट 37, 36 जो है वो उन लोगों के लिए है जिनका इनकम का सोर्स आउटसाइड पोलैंड है और वो यहाँ मंगाते पैसे, तो उनको ये वाला फाइलिंग करना है। आई थिंक हमारे केस में ये एप्लीकेबल नहीं है, बिकॉज हमारे में मोस्ट ऑफ द लोग तो हम लोग बाहर भेजते हैं, इंडिया भेजते हैं, वहाँ से मंगवाते बहुत ही रेयर हैं या कम है। ठीक है। और पिट 37 जो है वो मेन फॉर्म है जिसकी हमें बात करनी है यहाँ पर, जो इंडिविजुअल टैक्स पेयर यानी आप और मैं जो है उनके लिए एप्लीकेबल है। खासकर अगर स्पाउस के साथ आप मर्ज करें तो आपका टैक्स बेनिफिट अच्छा खासा होता है इसमें। तो इससे पहले आप फॉर्म PIT 11 की इन्फॉर्मेशन रखें अपने साथ, लेटेस्ट जो भी आपने टैक्स पे किया है, इंटरनेट के बिल हैं, रिहैबिलिटेशन एक्सपेंसेस है, कुछ भी तो वो सारे इन्फॉर्मेशंस आप हाथ में रखिए। और अपना ट्रस्टेड प्रोफाइल जो है आपका, जो आपने जूस में भी यूज़ किया होगा, सेम ट्रस्टेड प्रोफाइल आप यहाँ पर यूज़ कर सकते हैं। अगर ट्रस्टेड प्रोफाइल नहीं है तो दो ही तरीके हैं एज ए एक्सपर्ट्स आपके पास बनाने के लिए। एक तरीका आपके पास जो है वो है आप उर्जत व्यवस्था विजिट कीजिए, और दूसरा तरीका या कोई ऐसा बैंक अकाउंट खोलिए जिसमें कि ट्रस्टेड प्रोफाइल सपोर्टेड हो। मैं कोई बैंक को प्रमोट या डिमोट कुछ नहीं कर रहा हूँ, लेकिन हाँ, कुछ बैंक से सपोर्ट करते हैं, कुछ बैंक नहीं करते हैं, तो आप वो बैंक अकाउंट खुलाइए जो सपोर्ट करते हैं। तो जैसे ही आपके पास इन्फॉर्मेशन है, आप सबसे पहले यहाँ पर लॉगिन कीजिए ई पिट वाले पोर्टल पे। ठीक है। और लॉगिन करने के बाद आप देखेंगे तो ऐसा एक विंडो आ जाएगा, यहाँ पर ई टैक्स पे क्लिक कीजिए। ई टैक्स पे क्लिक करते ही जैसे कि हमारा इनकम टैक्स और कॉस्ट ऑफ लिविंग एंड इनकम टैक्स का वीडियो था, उसमें काफी लोगों ने पूछा था टैक्सेशन पे वीडियो बनाया, तो मुझे लगता है ये वीडियो जो है उस डिमांड को भी पूरा कर देता है, क्योंकि यहाँ पर मैं नहीं बोल रहा ये सब, ये आप लॉगिन करेंगे तो सबसे पहला विंडो यहाँ दिखेगा कि टैक्स कितना कट रहा है। तो सीधा सीधा समझते हैं 30,000 जलोटी पर एनम तक कोई टैक्स नहीं है। ठीक है। अगर आप स्टूडेंट है 26 ईयर्स या उससे कम एज के हैं तो आपको 85,500 समथिंग तक कोई टैक्स नहीं है। अगर लग गया है तो PIT 37 में आप पूरा रिफंड ले सकते हैं, यू आर एलिजिबल फॉर 100% रिफंड। एंड तीसरा हो गया, अगर आपकी सैलरी 1,20,000 जलोटी पर एनम है तो आपको 12% जो है रिटर्न है। और 1,30,000 जलोटी से ज्यादा है तो जो भी अमाउंट 1,20,000 से ज्यादा का होगा उस पर 32% टैक्स लगेगा। यानी आपकी इनकम सपोज 1.5 लाख है तो 1,20,000 तक तो 12% लगेगा, और बाकी के 30,000 पे 32% लगेगा। वो भी आप कम कर सकते हैं, क्योंकि जब आप ज्वाइंट डिक्लेरेशन करते हैं तो आपकी एलिजिबिलिटी 2,40,000 जलोटी तक बढ़ जाती है, और टैक्स फिर आपका सिर्फ 12% लगता है। और ये मैं नहीं बोल रहा हूँ, आप अभी जब देखेंगे आगे तो उस एग्जाम्पल में आपको दिख जाएगा ये। ठीक है। और ये पर्सनल इनकम टैक्स कैलकुलेटर है, आप इस पे क्लिक कर सकते हैं और यहाँ मैं नीचे डिस्क्रिप्शन में लिंक दे रहा हूँ, तो आप वहां से इन्फॉर्मेशन फाइंड आउट कर सकते हैं। तो फिर आते हैं नेक्स्ट स्लाइड पे। तो उसके बाद सबसे पहले अगर आप देखिए, मोस्ट ऑफ मेरा अंडरस्टैंडिंग है कि जो भी लोग मेरे वीडियो देख रहे हैं वो मोस्टली 1 ईयर एंड लेस के हैं या लास्ट ईयर ही आए हैं, तो उनके लिए सबसे पहले ये फर्स्ट आईटीआर होगा, ये फर्स्ट पीआईटी होगा। तो अगर फर्स्ट टाइम कर रहे हैं तो आपको क्या करना है, इस पोर्टल में लॉग इन करते ही यहाँ पर लेफ्ट साइड पे योर डेटा के अंदर टैक्स माइक्रो अकाउंट का ऑप्शन आता है, इस पर क्लिक कीजिए और यहाँ पर एक टैक्स माइक्रो अकाउंट नंबर फर्स्ट टाइम जनरेट होता है जब आप पहली बार फाइल करते हैं। उसके बाद योर डेटा पे क्लिक कीजिए, जब आप योर डेटा पे क्लिक करेंगे तो आपको ऐसा एक इन्फॉर्मेशन आ जाएगा, अपडेट योर डेटा। उसमें ZAP 3 फॉर्म होगा, ZAP 3 जब आप भरेंगे तो इसमें करंट रेजिडेंट एज कॉन्टैक्ट डिटेल, पर्सनल बैंक डिटेल्स, ये सारी चीजें आएंगी। ठीक है। और आप अपडेट करके ZAP 3 फिल कर दीजिए। उसके बाद आपका बैंक डिटेल्स अपडेट हो गया, तो अब आप सबमिट कीजिए। अब इनकम टैक्स रिटर्न देखिए, बहुत ही ईजी चीजें हैं यहाँ पर, बहुत ही ज्यादा ईजी। आपने कुछ नहीं करना है, सीधा यहाँ सर्विसेज पे जाना है। सर्विसेज पे जाएंगे तो आपको एक ऐसा विंडो आएगा योर ईपीआईटी का। ठीक है। योर ईपीआईटी पर जाएंगे तो ऐसे इंफॉर्मेशन आएगा, आपका फाइल्स जो भी यहाँ पर गवर्नमेंट के रिकॉर्ड्स में वो डाउनलोड हो जाएगा ऑटोमेटिकली यहाँ पर। और उसके बाद आपको यहाँ पर ऑप्शन आएगा इंडिविजुअली बाय डिफॉल्ट सिलेक्टेड, और यहाँ पर आप नीचे देखेंगे तो यहाँ सैलरी दिखाएगा, इनकम दिखाएगा पूरे साल का, और आपको कितना। तो मेरा तो देखिए ड्यू दिखा रहा था 1710 का। ठीक है, जो स्केरी था मेरे लिए। तो मैंने फिर क्या किया, अगले और आप अगर चाहें यहाँ पर, अगर सेटिस्फाइड है इस इन्फॉर्मेशन से, तो आगे कुछ करने की जरूरत नहीं, सीधा एक्सेप्ट एंड सेंड करें और आपका सबमिट हो जाएगा, बहुत ही ईजी है। ठीक है। लेकिन अगर आपको पैसे बचाने हैं, क्योंकि मुझे 1710 देना पड़ता है जो कि मैं अफोर्ड नहीं कर सकता भाई, तो सिंपल सिंपल मैं यहाँ गया, मैंने टुगेदर विद स्पाउस पे क्लिक किया। ठीक है। टुगेदर विद स्पाउस पे क्लिक करने के बाद मैंने यहाँ पर स्पाउस डिटेल या कंफर्म की। ठीक है। और यहाँ स्पाउस डिटेल्स डाल दी। स्पाउस डिटेल डालने के बाद यहाँ पर अमाउंट, ऑब्वियसली पिछले साल को इनकम तो थी नहीं स्पाउस की, इस साल भी नहीं, तो जीरो जीरो कर दिया दोनों में। ठीक है। और उसके बाद यहाँ पर फिर से जीरो कर दिया, क्योंकि ये बिकॉज देयर इज नो इनकम फॉर हर। एंड देन एट लास्ट मैंने जैसे ही ओके किया तो देखो ये मैजिक हुआ। क्या मैजिक हुआ, जो अमाउंट मेरा यहाँ पर देख रहे हैं, ये बैंक अकाउंट डिटेल वगैरह सब आ गया। और जो अमाउंट मेरा यहाँ पर माइनस में 1700 था, वो प्लस में हो गया, मतलब इतना अमाउंट अब मुझे रिटर्न आएगा। ठीक है। एक्सेप्ट एंड सेंड करके मैं यहाँ खत्म कर सकता हूँ काम। ठीक है, इट्स वेरी इजी। लेकिन मैं फिर भी अभी थोड़ा और ट्राई करता हूँ कि कुछ और शायद बेनिफिट्स मिल जाए, तो मैंने आगे नेक्स्ट किया। और नेक्स्ट किया तो यहाँ चिल्ड्रन डिस्काउंट आया, जिसपे एडिट अदर रिलीफ करके बच्चे की डिटेल डाल दी मैंने। ठीक है। और ये सारे टाइप्स ऑफ रिलीफ्स हैं, लाइक रिहेबिलिटेशन रिलीफ, ऐसे बहुत सारी इन्फॉर्मेशन आपको नीचे मिलेंगी वहाँ जब आप लॉग इन करोगे। तो यहाँ पर इनमें से आप चूज कर लो, अगर आप किसी के लिए एलिजिबल नहीं हो। मेरी अंडरस्टैंडिंग है कि हम में से कोई भी एलिजिबल नहीं है, तो इसलिए मैंने फिर इसको कवर नहीं किया, सिर्फ यहीं पे चाइल्ड रिलीफ डाला, चाइल्ड डिटेल डाला। और चाइल्ड डिटेल डालने के बाद इंटरनेट रिलीफ आता है। इंटरनेट रिलीफ 760 जलोटी आप 2 साल में एक बार क्लेम कर सकते हैं। तो मैंने इसी साल क्लेम कर लिया, अगले साल मैं, मेरी वाइफ एलिजिबल होगी तो मैं उसके साथ कर लूंगा। एंड तो 2 साल में एक ही बार आप दोनों कर सकते हैं। आप तो चाहे इस बार भी 760 डाल दीजिए, और या फिर सिर्फ इस बार 660, अगले साल 760 आप स्पाउस के नाम पे डाल के कर सकते हैं। और उसके बाद आपका आ गया ये चाइल्ड स्पेशल नंबर, कितने महीने से आप यहाँ पर वो सारी डिटेल डाली, तो ये अमाउंट अपने आप कैलकुलेट किएगा। इसमें आपको कुछ नहीं करना है, दिस इज ऑल ऑटोमेटेड। ठीक है। और उसके बाद फिर ये आपने सबमिट कर दिया तो ऐसा इन्फॉर्मेशन आएगा, ये इन्फॉर्मेशन। देन नेक्स्ट पे गया तो ये मेरा टोटल आईटीआर आएगा। अगर मैं यहाँ सेटिस्फाइड हूँ, मैं फिर से एक्सेप्टेंस सेंड कर सकता हूँ और खत्म हो गया काम मेरा। लेकिन मैंने कहा फिर भी चलो एक और चीज ट्राई करते हैं। तो आगे मैंने क्या किया, एक स्पेशल स्कीम होती है यहाँ गवर्नमेंट की, कि कुछ एजेंसीज एनजीओ हैं जो किसी को सिकनेस रिलेटेड इश्यूज हैं, तो वो पेशेंट उन फर्म से रजिस्टर कर सकता है, और उनको हमारे टैक्स में से 1.5% जो टैक्स का अमाउंट है, नॉट हमारी इनकम का अमाउंट, टैक्स का अमाउंट जो है गवर्नमेंट का, जैसे गवर्नमेंट अगर 11,000 टैक्स काट रही है, तो वो 1.5% कम टैक्स काटेगी, और वो 1.5% अमाउंट उसको चला जाएगा, उस चैरिटी फंड को। तो इसमें कोई नुकसान नहीं है हमारा, हमारा फायदा ही है। हमारा फायदा ये है कि हम एक तरह से डोनेशन कर दे रहे हैं, तो इससे किसी को फायदा हो जाएगा। ठीक है। लेकिन हमारे कोई आईटीआर के फाइनल अमाउंट पे कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ेगा, तो मैं स्ट्रांगली रेकमेंड करता हूँ। जैसे एक फ्रेंड है मेरा, उनकी मम्मा कुछ सिंड्रोम है, तो उन्होंने मुझे ये डिटेल्स दिया, तो मैंने केआरएस नंबर डाला यहाँ पर, सेलेक्ट एन ऑर्गेनाइजेशन पे क्लिक किया और केआरएस नंबर ऐसे डाला, तो ये इन्फॉर्मेशन आई। ठीक है। और उसके बाद मैंने डिस्क्रिप्शन में वैसे केआरएस नंबर दे दिया, उनकी डिटेल दे दी है। तो ऐसे उनका नाम है डारिया मिश्ना, और ये केआरएस नंबर डाला, और 130 जोलोटी का उनको अपने आप चला जाएगा। लेकिन आपके आईटीआर पे कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ेगा उससे। ठीक है। तो आप कंफर्म कर दीजिए, और जैसे ही आपने किया एक्सेप्ट एंड सेंड कीजिए, और आपका आईटीआर सबमिट होने में ये एरर आ जाएगा। क्यों आएगा, क्योंकि स्पाउस डिटेल नहीं डाली थी। तो स्पाउस डिटेल भर दीजिए फटाफट ऐसे ऐसे, और उसके बाद जैसे ही आप सब एक्सेप्ट एंड सेंड करेंगे ऐसा मैसेज आ जाएगा, कॉन्ग्रेचुलेशंस यू हैव सबमिटेड योर टैक्स फॉर्म, नो ट्रांसलेशन, ई पेड 37 blah blah blah. Okay, so your income tax is submitted. Now most important information is this thing, document submitted. When you click on that, जब आप इस पे क्लिक करेंगे तो ये बेनिफिट मैं आपको बता ही चुका हूँ कि भाई 85 528 तक 26 ईयर तक की एज के बच्चे को कोई टैक्स नहीं लगता है, उसके ऊपर के अमाउंट पे 12% लगेगा। ठीक है। तो जीरो पे फाइल करना होता है उनको। तो 0 पिट यहाँ भी फाइल होता है, ठीक है। अब उसके बाद आता है योर ए पिट इज, ऐसा आपको आएगा सबमिट होने के बाद। और यहाँ एक ऑप्शन आएगा डाउनलोड यूपीए ऑफिशियल कंफर्मेशन रिसिप्ट। इसको आप डाउनलोड करके जब आप यहाँ के ट्रांसपोर्टेशन ऑफिस में देंगे तो मंथली पास आपको मिल जाएगा डिस्काउंटेड रेट पे। प्राइस मुझे एग्जैक्टली नहीं पता, मैंने सुना है 250 जलोटी होता है, बट 80 जलोटी के आसपास शायद आपको इस रिसिप्ट के जमा कराने के बाद मंथली पास मिलता है। पर वो एक सेपरेट टॉपिक है, उस पर मैं नेक्स्ट वीडियो डाल दूंगा। बट फॉर नाउ ये डाउनलोड कर लीजिए, और डाउनलोड करने के बाद आपको यू विल रीच टू दिस लेवल। सो आई होप आपको वीडियो अच्छा लगा हो। प्लीज लाइक सब्सक्राइब दिस चैनल इफ यू थिंक दिस हैज रियली हेल्प्ड यू, एंड शेयर विद योर फ्रेंड्स, क्योंकि बहुत मेहनत लगती है वीडियो बनाने में। और ऑब्वियस सी बात है, एज आई सेड माय इंटेंशन इज वेरी क्लियर, देयर इज नो हिडन एजेंडा। एट लास्ट you should have the information which you deserve, which you should know, on one stop solution. And if you have any suggestion, feedback, comment, please put in the comment box so that I can make video on that topic. So let's stay in touch, let's help each other. And if you really want to stay in touch, you can join my group. Let me know your contact details and I can add you to the group if you need. Okay, so have a good day, enjoy your time, and please share this video for the people who need it. Thank you, you have a good day.